Every year, tens of thousands of Americans lose their lives due to gun violence, either in schools, stores, or churches. Every year, although always brought up, gun control legalization is put out and ignored. Now is the time to put our foot down and really reconsider gun control laws. Today, I want to argue why it is important to implement stricter gun control laws. It will not only create a safe environment for us, but for our future and our future generations, according to Everytown 2025. Not only will it decrease in gun violence, decrease crime rates, but also reflect on the country we want to represent, which is united. Currently, gun control is a major topic because, as always, there's tragedies happening, and more recently, tragedies such as mass shootings in schools, which is a top controversial topic that usually happens in states with low, strict gun control laws. In 2025, crime rates showed that the dominant states with fewer strict restrictions in gun control were the ones with higher mass shootings and gun violence. Individuals, association, and groups such as Democrats as well are the ones implementing and reinforcing the movement towards having stricter gun control laws. States such as Iowa and Hawaii, which reported less gun violence, are those states that also reported stricter gun control laws. The NRA and the GOA, National Rifle Association, and Gun Owners of America are against the implementation of stricter gun control laws, which represents really that, the states that are against stricter gun control laws are those with higher violence. My stance is with implementing stricter gun control laws. For my research, I have based it off articles from the ISU library, along with new articles, and a little bit based off of my internship with the Jefferson County Prosecution Office, which while I attended, I learned a lot about just overall gun violence and how gun control is mainly controlled here in Idaho. Today I want to argue the implementation for stricter gun control laws. First, how it shows the decrease in mass shootings. Secondly, public safety. And third, despite my opposition's claim, I want to show how it does not affect people's right of the Second Amendment. The United States has shown an increase in mass shootings in those states which have not been regulated yet with gun control laws. The reasoning for this is stats and charts have shown that those with fewer stricter laws will show higher violence, gun control violence, according to Everytown 2025. Voters and associations discrediting factors for are discrediting factors that involve gun violence and mass shootings because of things such as mental illness, which is not only affecting people's mind, but also affecting people's vote towards restrictions because they're not getting all the facts correct. mental health is something that we do need to look into, and there is a correlation, but mental health is not the answer to why most shootings and violence connected with guns it happens. I believe that the solution to this is gun control laws need to be stricter and implemented in each state individually, while we are united and we need to work together, starting off with each individual state by implementing and restricting guns is something that needs to happen before we are ready to really just implement the law as a country. States like Nevada, Iowa, and New Mexico are states that are showing a progress, although slow but steady, is showing a progress of gun violence rates going down with stricter gun control laws. My second reason I will talk about is the public safety of others and those surrounding areas. My second argument is that by implementing gun control, not only us people, residents of states, are going to feel safer, but we are going to be able to help one another in this situation. I believe that the United States struggles with public safety because we are not helping each other and lending a hand toward the neighbor. I believe that mental health screenings is something that we do need to implement and help those who may be struggling, even if we don't know, which have shown a lot of mass shootings connection with mental health. It doesn't hurt to check. As a society, we just need to help continue peace. I believe that a solution to this is to inform people of the regulations and implement stricter gun control laws. I believe that in studies, there has shown that less crime is associated to people protecting each other instead of fighting with each other, according to Baser 2024. Now I will answer my main argument, which is my opposition's claim, how their Second Amendment would be affected, which in reality, it would not. I will use two refutation strategy arguments. My first is attack evidence. The first attack is to fight their evidence because honestly, their evidence is not strong enough to even consider impacting the Second Amendment. It's such a broad subject that people are being ignorant and not really conditioning or even speaking about what all does the Second Amendment imply and what all it doesn't imply. I believe that, like other amendments in our Constitution, there are restrictions, there are implementations, there's just things that people are not considering of how much we can receive and how much we can take from this amendment. Common laws protect everyone. So people seeing the Second Amendment being stripped away and taking their rights away is not only a myth, but also very selfish of people who want to continue with the lowest restrictions of gun control. I believe that my next is to reduce absurdity. Secondly, it's easy to reduce the absurdity of my opposition's claim. Like I mentioned, our NRA and GOA concerns really just self-inflicted. I believe that they just want to make things harder on other people and easy for them. People claim that the Second Amendment is in jeopardy when in theory it shows otherwise. Now I'll review my 3 supporting arguments in favor of stricter gun control laws. Uh, the U.S. should implement stricter gun control laws. First, to decrease mass shootings. Second, to improve public safety. And finally, despite my opposition's claim, it does not, like I stated, impact anyone's Second Amendment. In a nation where gunshots have become far too familiar, we can no longer continue to dismiss this problem. Thank you. And here are my note cards.